If it's all based around self-identification, why then, if a person was going through life as though they were a man and said, this is my identity and everything that I think my identity is, and then halfway through go, oh wait, you know what? It's actually not. And then put on khakis and a shirt, wouldn't he then be a man?
If that's what they choose and they discover that later on, then sure.
Then all that really makes you a man or a woman is if you say you are.
If you say you are and then put in the work to go about your life as that gender.
Yeah, okay. So then that would mean that if you wanted to be an elf, all you would need to do is go out to the forest and make yourself a bow in a little house and call yourself Isildur, and you could be an elf, right? Why couldn't you be?
Elves don't exist.
Well, wait, I'm sorry. If a man can be a woman, the woman, ex parte here, hang on, the woman does not actually exist. The man exists and is saying they are a woman. And if they are a woman, based on the fact they ID as one, then we have now made a woman who was not a woman before. Why couldn't we make an elf?
To put it in retrospect, in this world we live in this plane we call the universe and the earth, there is men, they exist. There are women, they exist. Elves don't exist in this realm of universe.
Yeah, but do you agree with me that a woman who does not exist does not exist?
I don't agree.
You don't agree that a woman who does not exist does not exist? So a woman who does not exist exists?
If someone is trans...
No, answer my question. Don't reframe it. Actually answer it. Does a woman who does not exist?
Yes.
That's a literal contradiction.
The thing is, if you're trans...
By the way, that's a violation of the laws of logic, the law of non-contradiction. It's incoherent. It's nonsensical. You might as well say something like, the sun and Mars and the Earth are all the same thing. It's total incoherent babble. Let me ask you again. Can a woman who does not exist?
If you are wording it like that, then yes. But in my opinion, trans women are always women. They have been women since birth. Their sex may be male. They may have XY chromosomes, but typically, if you are a trans woman, you have always felt that way. You've had body dysmorphia your whole life, and you have always been a woman inside.
What's a woman?
That's for every woman to decide.
What's a dog?
A dog is a dog.
Yeah, what is that, though?
An animal.
Okay, what else is it? Give me a definition of a dog.
I gotta let this in really quick. Think about the definition, though.
Mrs. Ogle donated $200.
Mrs. Ogle.
BRB changing my gender.
Mrs.
Call me
Ogle.
Mrs. Ogle now, please.
There you go. All right. Good to... pronouns she, her, they, them.
Just real quick, what's the definition of a dog?
Oh, he's back again. I'll give you more time on the dog definition, okay? Just because...
Who's back again? What are you talking about?
Ogle's about to come back in. Nothing on the dog?
Ogle donated $200.
Thank you, Ogle.
Since they think immutable characteristics like sex are now modifiable based on what one feels, can they say if it's possible to transition from white to black race as one feels throughout the day?
I mean, since the beginning of this, I have said, biologically, sex-wise, they are still male. I'm talking about gender identity. That's what I've been saying the entire time.
Can someone change their race?
No.
Okay, well, I don't understand. What if they identify as not being the race that they are?
You are the race that you are. Unless you have some crazy past
why are you the race that you are and you can't identify as a race that you're not? Hang on, let me ask the question. Why is it that you have to be the race you are and can't identify as the race you're not, even though you might have been born experiencing everything that you think that race experiences?
You can be culturally one thing, but not racially another thing.
Okay, so then you can be a trans woman, but you're not a real woman? Is that the same logic there?
No.
Okay, well then I'm so confused again. I'm sorry. Why am I not black? How come I'm not black?
You have a black wife, Andrew.
Yeah, I'm a black ex-wife. But why am I not black?
Ex-wife, my bad.
I guess you weren't blessed like that. I don't know.
You don't know why I'm not black? You actually don't know why I'm not black, really? I just want to make sure that we're clear.
I don't know.
You don't know why I'm not black?
I feel like stupid questions get stupid answers. Like, ask a stupid question, get a stupid answer. So.
Are you black?
No.
How do you know?
Because I know.
Yeah, how?
I look at myself in the mirror.
Oh, okay. So through these features, your features that you can clearly see that you cannot change, you are that thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you then change? So can you ever be black?
Let's do a hypothetical extreme. If you were to undergo a crazy amount of procedures to try and achieve a look of a certain race, you still would not look that race because you would be so botched up.
What?
No, you can't.
Okay, well, let's do the hypothetical the other way. If you could do all sorts of surgeries and look like that race, and I can give you examples where people have done this, would you then be that race?
But you can't.
Yeah, but if you could.
But you can't.
Yeah, but if you could, though.
I'm not going to answer a completely
You're not going to answer because it destroys your whole stupid-ass position. So real quick,
it doesn't destroy my position because it's not real.
If you could get a bunch of surgeries done that would change your race, would you then, or change the appearance of the race, everybody who saw you would perceive you as being a black person instead of a white person, and medical technology had gone far enough that they could cosmetically make you look that way, would you then be black?
It doesn't exist.
Can you answer my question?
I just did.
Hypothetical, the entailment of a hypothetical is not whether it exists or not, or whether to test the logic of whether your logic exists or not. So I want to see if your logic exists.
Re-ask me the question when that becomes the case and that becomes a thing that exists.
If it were the case that this could happen, would you then be that thing or not?
Re-ask me when it comes to fruition.
Why would that have anything to do with the answer to the question?
Because I'm not going to answer.
Don't weasel. Just answer the question. Stop weaseling. I just did. You said no. You answered the question by saying, "When that becomes a possibility, it's a hypothetical."
I'm not going to think about something that's
would
not
he be
possible
bulletproof?
Currently. It's not worth my thoughts.
Yes. If Superman existed, would he be bulletproof?
It's not worth your thoughts because it destroys your worldview.
No, because it's not something that can currently happen, so I have no need to think about it.
Okay, great. That's fine. If Superman existed, would he be bulletproof?
He doesn't exist.
If leprechauns existed, would they have a pot of gold?
They don't exist.
If unicorns existed, would they have a horn?
They don't exist.
So
in
just
media
I saw one once.
Got it. Hang on. If a rocket ship existed that could take us to Mars, would you go on it?
She's scared of heights.
When one comes to be made, I might
So
think
you
about
can't
it.
answer if a rocket ship existed that was going to go to Mars, would you go on it? You can't answer that because a rocket ship currently does not exist that goes to Mars, really?
No, I wouldn't be able to answer because I don't
how
know
could
the
we ever
statistics
envision
of
any
that.
sort of non-existent technology, how people would use technology that doesn't exist, how anything in the world that's not created right now could ever be created if all we did was go, well, it doesn't exist.
Because I don't need
No,
to.
it doesn't. Hey, you know what I want to do? I want to make this this kind of invisible cabled system where people can instantly send messages to each other. Oh yeah, well that doesn't exist. Like, does that make any coherent sense to you at all?
And those people can do that, and I cannot.
Because it doesn't exist.
Because I don't want to.
Do you have any dead family members?
Sure.
Do you ever talk about them?
No.
Why not? Because they don't exist?
Yeah.
Oh,
you fucking
boy.
retarded as fuck. Oh. Dumb as a box of... No, but I'm not going to insult rocks like that.
Don't. Okay, all right. Here, I'll finish up on this then. Going around the table, the question was, is a man giving oral sex to a transgender woman with a penis, is that heterosexual or homosexual? Lexi?
I have no opinion on this.
Come on, you've got an opinion.
No, I don't. I'm not a man, so it...
What do you mean? Okay, here. A lesbian woman being penetrated by a transgender woman with a penis, is that heterosexual or homosexual?
I still don't have an opinion on this. That's my answer. I'm sorry.
Okay, a straight woman scissoring with a transgender man, is that heterosexual or homosexual?
I don't even think I'm following along with where you are right now.
All right. clearly. Sina, what about you?
Homo.
Huh?
Homo.
All right. Gianna, what about you? A man giving oral sex to a transgender woman with a penis, is that heterosexual or homosexual?
Hetero.
That's straight. Okay. And then really quick, I guess one more follow-up. A man having penetrative sex with a transgender woman, is that heterosexual or homosexual?
Hetero.
Sina?
I don't know.
Lexi?
Oh.
Are you what? Just you're Catholic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Pause. Oh well, yeah. Well, you didn't have anything on this.
Same opinion.
Heterosexual for a man to be having
Same
penetrative.
opinion, as in it depends.
For a
Moving
man
on.
to be having penetrative sex with a transgender woman is heterosexual.
Depends. Moving on.
What about you?
In my opinion.
Which is what? Into the mic.
Which is that if you're one gender and someone presents as the opposite gender, whatever act you do with them will be heterosexual.
Okay, look. Straight is short form slang for heterosexual. So I don't know how these acts could ever be heterosexual if it's two males engaging in the sexual act. This is a really novel position. Perhaps you guys want to be politically correct. Even transgender activists don't hold this position. I know you guys are trying to be woke and politically correct. Even transgender activists don't hold this position. I don't know why you guys have dug your heels in so far on this. In any case, you guys don't believe in science. That's all I have to say. I mean, you guys just outright reject science.
Yeah, we have to correct.
You're literally
misinformation
science
from the
rejectors.
Yeah,
You're
science deniers.
You're science deniers. I don't know how else to say it. Like, biology is, this is not up for negotiation. You cannot change your sex. If two males are having sex, it is homosexual. It cannot be heterosexual. It cannot be straight. And in fact, as a straight male, I find it offensive that you guys are essentially attacking my sexuality. How the turntables have turned. How the tables have turned.
The turntables have
How the turntables have turned. No, but it is interesting.
Turntables are turning as they turn.
Like, if I were to say to like a man who's gay, I was like, no, you're not gay. You're actually straight. You'd guys be like, whoa, that's like gay conversion therapy. That's totally unethical. But like, for you guys to sit here and tell me, a straight man, that you're questioning my sexuality and you're saying that a sex act between two males is straight, you're attacking my sexuality, and I find it deeply offensive.
Wait, I have a question.
In fact, furthermore, hold on, Tiffany.
he's on a roll.
Hold on. I want to add that because all of you believe that this all comes down to ID, hold on. I choose to identify as the correct person on this matter, and I wish for all of you to affirm my identity as correct on this matter and all matters moving forward. Please affirm my identity.
You want me to just...
I want you to affirm my identity as being correct on this matter and that you were wrong. That's my identity. Go ahead, affirm it.
I'll say your identity is affirmed.
Okay, thank you.
You're
Do you
welcome.
affirm my identity, Sina?
Affirmed.
Thank you for affirming. Lexi, do you affirm my identity?
I don't know.
It would be bigoted for you not to affirm my identity. Pos, do you affirm my identity?
You are straight.
The most bigoted.
Yes.
No, not as a straight man. I don't want you to affirm my identity as a straight man. I want you to affirm my identity as the correct person on this matter.
Okay, yes.
Thank you for affirming. Chloe, do you affirm my identity? Wow, that is a bigot right there. Ellen, do you affirm my identity as the correct person on this matter?
I just don't really have an opinion on this.
Oh my goodness. Do you affirm my identity?
Do you affirm his identity that you can't have or not have an opinion on this? Do you affirm that identity?
Do you affirm my identity?
I would just prefer not to speak on this topic.
Do you believe in science?
I believe in science.
Can you tell us the scientific method?
The 7 scientific like that?
Yeah, just the scientific method, yeah.
I can't list it off for you right now.
Okay.
Wait, I have a question.
Go ahead, Tiffany.
What if you were to have sex with a trans man? Would that be gay?
No.
Yes.
No, it wouldn't.
Yes.
No,
Yeah,
it
well,
wouldn't.
no, a man. I thought she said a man. She said
No,
a
she said
man.
trans, so it's a female.
Oh, yeah, it's a female. No.
It wouldn't be gay, but it would not be.
It'd just be like
ideal.
having sex with a butch chick.
It'd be like having, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
How about this? Would I prefer having sex with a trans woman or a trans man? What do you think about that one?
That's a good question. Answer it.
Trans man. Well, hold on.